straight on.
Hi everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Evening all the Marys. That's lovely to see. Hi Mary Beth. Hi Mary Miles. Hi Mary Avery. Joining Mary.
Quite contrary.
That's lovely to see, isn't it? Hi Tessie, love.
Hi Tessie.
You joined the Marys tonight, Tessie. I think
the odd one out.
You'll have to call you Homestead Mary. So.
Hi Sava.
Hi Sava. Lady Suda, is that? Are you Lady Suda, Sava?
No,
Is that another one?
Yeah, Lady Suda is a different one, isn't it?
Another friend. Yeah.
No.
Sorry, love. I got you confused. Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Devon Steve.
Oh, Sava's 25.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry about that. Hi, outside the box.
I am.
I'm in the middle of remodelling a laundry room, so I will chat from time to time. Oh, that's lovely. I'll look forward to the video of it.
Just that was on in the background.
Yeah. Join in. Hopefully we'll have some giggles as well as relevant stuff that's happening in the world right now. Hopefully some of it's good news rather than the usual bad news that we have. Oh, that sounds fab. Putting new flooring.
Oh, you got all your plumbing done.
Yeah, brilliant. Sounds great. All mod cons now, I love you won't know yourself.
Hot water.
Yeah, it'd be fabulous. It was a while ago since you did this living room floor, wasn't it? How long?
Just over 2 years.
2 years ago, we put new flooring in the lounge. It's still looking fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll be doing that again.
Well, you said the last time we decorated, you were hanging your decorating boots up, and I said, oh, I don't think I'll be left to do it for the rest of our days. Oh, fabulous, Mary. So the car's completely paid off. That's absolutely great news.
We're just getting a new kitchen. Very good.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Tatty said, we have to put down plywood first, and my son has leftover carpeting, so it'll be frugal. The only way, love, that's what we do, isn't it?
Don't know any difference.
Yeah, it's just life. It's just the way it should be. Use up what you've got first before we purchase anything else. And if someone else has got a bit of something that we can use that they're not using, all the better. Yeah. We asked the boys when we were taking parcel up to them what bits did they need for around home. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
He's pickling some vegetables. Brilliant. So we asked them if there was any bits that they were looking for. So Oscar asked for a very small table of some sort that he could use for the bedside, so that he could put a glass on or something like that. And Crawford asked for a bedside lamp and a mirror. When we took our fireplace out, we gave it to them and put it in their house. So on the free site, I was able to get Oscar the smallest table from a nest of tables. So he now has that as a bedside table. We got Crawford a mirror for over the top of the fireplace, and we had a bedside lamp upstairs, didn't we, without a shade. So we've given him that, and I'm now on the lookout on the free site for a shade for him. But yeah, it's the best way to do it.
We're never off the free sites. There's always something.
Yeah. We'll only take what we can use or what the boys can use, though. We wouldn't take anything for the sake of taking
Got
it.
enough junk as it is.
It was fabulous, though. I've not long uploaded a video, so hopefully the guys that are with us, you'll all either watch it afterwards or tomorrow. But we went to the recycling centre to take some garden stuff we couldn't dispose of. And whilst I was there, I saw a lady taking a chair and what looked like 2 metal poles up to one of the containers. I kept thinking to myself, how could I use that chair? Because it was a lovely metal framed chair that she'd painted in like a nice sage green. It was lovely to see, and I couldn't think of anywhere in the house or the garden I could use it. And when I took a closer look to the poles in her hand, there were shepherd's crooks. So I asked her if I could have them, and she gave me them. So I'm working on fixing a piece of art in the garden. I tried to put it together today, but it's collapsed. So I'm going to have to work a bit harder on that.
Hi, Jack. Glad she can make this one.
Oh, lovely. Bridget's is getting done by the house. And yeah, that's what some of the local people here, the housing association ones of the council houses, all had. My mum had one before she passed, and she had a wet room put in as well, didn't she? And a few of them all had the fitted kitchens put in, and the top spec, they're really nice. Like, some of them were absolutely beautiful. You'll love that, Bridget, when it's done.
Humidity is excessive today, and the smoke from Canada. Yeah, it's supposed to be loads of smoke coming over.
Hi, Jack.
They were saying we had the smoke from Canada the other day.
Where?
All the forest fires, and I think in the top part of Scotland they had the smoke from.
I'm saying it's really bad. I'm so tired today. You all caught up on my videos. I watched it, Bridget, and I'm going to share it. I'm actually going to upload it as a video on my main page. And yeah, thanks for that. So everyone else understands. Bridget actually won the raffle, didn't she? Some gypsophilia and some basket seeds. And she's made a video thanking us for them, and also some chit chat that she does from a kitchen. She does on videos of her own
with the dogs.
With the dogs, and obviously Bridget's channel is called BCTV, a different videographer with opinions. And I'm actually going to load it up on the main page and share it as a video. And Bridget and I are going to do a interview face-to-face collaboration. Yeah, we'll do that pretty soon, Bridget. I was laughing, bit of foul language, but we'll do with it. Tim says, my job ended yesterday. I'm free till almost September. Loads to do at home now. I'll give you a chance to do what's needed and prep for the winter as well, Tim.
Where'd you get a job where you're off till September?
Devon made a leek and pot soup today, obviously with chicken and sweet corn spinach as well. I never stick to a recipe. That's so funny you should say that. I made leek and potato soup today, Devon Steve. We just added carrots and onion, and it was absolutely delicious. We had it for this evening's meal, but we've made a really big pot of it. We shall have that again during the week, won't we? Yeah, leek and potato. Well, I got that big sack of leeks, didn't I? So as I was prepping and cutting them up, I thought I might as well make a leek and potato soup as well. We'll be painting the kitchen cupboard sage. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? Yeah. So Tim says, local Mennonite produce stand is now open. Bought a huge cauliflower and a cabbage at $2 a head. Fabulous. Fabulous.
Cauliflowers aren't after you now.
Yeah, and you never really see the really big ones. Well, we don't. So to get a big one, that's an investment. Yeah.
I've seen that one a couple of weeks ago.
And will you eat it fresh or will you prep it?
It was about £2.40, wasn't it, for the big cauliflower?
How big was it?
It was quite big, like.
Yeah.
Well, £2.40 for one cauliflower.
Where was that?
That was in the plant shop that we go to on the way home from Wigan.
Oh, yeah. So Rex says, this summer I messed up from the Canadian wildfire smoker.
From the smoke. Oh, is that blocking out the sun now?
No, it's no problem. We understood. Mr. Wallflowers corrected me. Yeah, you guys paid £1.50 for a bag of leeks. We paid 96 pence for 2 leeks. Wow. Just shows you how good of a deal it was then, doesn't it? You know? Yeah, some people might tut at me for my negotiating skills, but to save 50 pence, it's a big deal. If you keep doing that and keep doing that, then 50 pence add up. I've clocked up something like 10 hours recording time this week out and about. Where have you been, Bridget? Because I remember you saying in the video you were going in a different direction that you hadn't been in. Hi, Heather.
Tim drives a van for the Catholic school.
Brilliant. So when you say drive a van, you just do collections, or is it a bus?
Ferrying the kids around.
And have you, Devon Steve, have you planted the root end out in your garden in a tub or a raised bed or anything so you can have cut and come again leeks? From that sack, I've managed to salvage quite a few bottom root ends, and they'll be going straight out in the garden tomorrow.
Even if you just put them in a tub, a big tub.
Yeah. But you can partner plant them. There's quite a lot of things you can partner plant leeks with. Carrots, herbs, celery. There's loads of things you can partner plant them with. They were already trimmed. Okay. I'm going to put mine in with the carrots, because apparently when carrots and leeks are planted together, they both stop the carrot fly and other things that come into it. Camborne, Troon, I might pronounce these wrong, Praise, Pengygon, and the other end of Camborne too. That'll be interesting to see, because I've not heard of any of those at all, so that'll be interesting for me, Bridget.
Tim does transport the children. He's a bad influence on them. Are you like Otto Man on The Simpsons? Otto Man.
Why are you a bad influence, Tim? Yes, there always is a haze. The air quality is so bad. We have to stay indoors with the air conditioning on. Cam-only garden on the better days. Oh, with a mask on. Oh, gosh.
And are you in Canada, Doc, or are you in America? We haven't had any fires lately, have we? We normally get them on the moors.
No, we had a horrific stabbing just locally, not far from the house. Unfortunately, it was a 15-year-old boy, and it was fatal.
Thursday night,
yeah, and a lot of the town, some of the roads have been blocked off because the police have been looking for, we're presuming was the weapon. I don't know, but it was a 28-year-old man who'd actually killed a 15-year-old boy, and it's really sad. And apparently it was mistaken identity. Someone was trying to steal a bike or a quad bike from somebody's property, and as they had run away, this young boy was walking across a bridge, and the guy come out and got the wrong person. Waste of a life. Mrs. Devon has just been chatting to an old farmer. He says if you grow rhubarb, boil the leaves up, save the liquor, and use as a natural pesticide. Oh, that's good.
I've got loads of rhubarb.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to make a rhubarb cordial, but there's so much to be doing right now that it just doesn't seem to be happening, does it? And there's supposed to be a cut-off date of when not to eat rhubarb, and I'm not sure when that cut-off date is. Does anyone here know how late in the season to stop eating the rhubarb? Stop cutting it, yeah. I'm hoping it's like August, September and not this soon. How he's in Susie Quattro's neighbourhood.
Suburb of Detroit.
Oh, that's sad to hear, Bridge. Yeah. It scares you. You know, Oscar's still only quite young. He's 19, 20 this year, and it's terrifying having males, you know. I don't suppose the females are any safer, you know, but yeah, it's terrifying. Your children are out and about. I suppose we're no safer at our age, really, are we? You know, you just gotta get on with it. It's what they did during the wars, wasn't it? You had to go to the shop for a loaf of bread or a pint of milk. You just have to get on with it and go to work and go about your business, don't you? If your time's up, your time's up, isn't it, really? It's sad, but... Okay, so what's been happening in the world, Mr. Wallflowers?
There's been riots in France again. It's been going off over there. That was something to do with a young lad getting killed by the police, wasn't it?
How did it start?
He was
joyriding.
From what I can gather, he was joyriding and he wouldn't stop. The police were after him. And then the police shot him and killed him. And then everybody's come out all around the cities in France rioting. They were on about bringing martial law in soon.
Can everybody hear us okay? Yeah, I heard they were looking at bringing martial law in. See, since the beginning of these lockdowns and C-19, you know, we've had this threat over and over again that they're bringing martial law in. And I suppose at some stage it's going to be everywhere, isn't it? It's what we're anticipating, it's what we're expecting. And yeah, we keep hearing that they're going to bring it in France, but it's not happened as yet.
No, there's still quite a lot of trouble over
Thanks,
there.
Heather. Thanks, Tech.
How the end of July, Rhubarb?
End of July. According to Google, you can harvest rhubarb until the end of July. Thanks for that, Andrew. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know exactly when it was.
You have to get cutting that down.
Yeah, get on with it. What's crimson rhubarb, Tessie? What's the difference between a standard rhubarb and a crimson rhubarb? The horseradish you gave is doing well. Are you too close to each other, Tim and Tessie? Do you live near each other, or has it been sent? I'm really nosy, me, Tessie. You know me better than that. It is very red stalk.
And ours is a red stalk.
My Victoria is green. All right. And are these what do you call it? Not antique, but you know, like the original colours, the original flavours. Heritage is the word I'm looking for. So which one was it? You live near each other?
Do you know each other?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I have ears like Dumbo and not the man with the new hats. We know each other. Oh, that's fabulous. Good. We're all friends here.
Yeah.
Tessie said Grandma would make a rhubarb punch can. I love rhubarb cordial, and that's what I'll be doing. Have you ever made the rhubarb punch on video, Tessie? I'd be interested to see that. So Mary says it gets too hot and the stalks get tough and pithy. Rhubarb is about done in Wyoming. Right, okay. Careful, Tess. Horseradish will spread and take over.
Horseradish, do you?
No, we've never planted it because it's too peppery for us, isn't it? We live near each other somewhat, but we know each other too. Oh, that's brilliant. Now I'm waiting till I get the nice red ones mature. I'll look forward to that. That'll be good. I'll probably do a rhubarb cordial video once I make it. That'll probably be in the next week then, won't it? We'll make rhubarb cordial on video. The green can does not look so nice, but great in jam with berries.
Never really seen green ones. Green rhubarb.
She means it's green and then goes
in the
pink.
stem.
Yeah, they're like green and pink, aren't they? Hi, Vet.
Hi, Vet.
Forgot about our Saturday chat.
Strawberry rhubarb.
I made strawberry rhubarb jam last year. It was delicious. Yeah, none went to waste. Hi, Shelley, love.
Hi, Shelley.
Yeah, strawberry rhubarb jam. I highly recommend it. It's lovely. I want a rhubarb tart. I used to always make crumbles for the boys, and for some reason they just stopped eating it. They just it must have been too much of a good thing. We had tons in the freezer, kept making them.
I don't like it, so it was only you.
Yeah,
Got to eat it now.
Our pink gooseberries are just about ready for picking. Well, the birds seem to. I think the birds must have had the majority of mine because there's next to no gooseberries on our gooseberry bush now. Yeah, when you say a few, it's literally a few. There's no more than 6. No, and there was tons last year because I was able to mix it in with the berries and do the mixed berry jam because we didn't have any black currants, and the black currants haven't done well again this year. So the black currants need to be moved eventually. I'm just not sure where I'm going to put them. I might put them in that bed with the Josta berry, but I'll have to look to see if they're compatible.
I think that apple tree just shades.
Yeah. Does anyone know if black currants and Josta berries are compatible? I gave a bunch away, froze some, and made a strawberry rhubarb pie. I was trying to imitate that face. Have some gooseberries, hoping to make wine. We're not really wine drinkers, are we? Well, I'm not a drinker at all, but...
And we lost the champagne as well the other day. It was mould all over it. So I've had to throw that.
We had a little bit of a tiff over this, didn't we? He'd forgotten to put the lemons in. And instead of actually referring back to his recipe, because he's made it several years on the trot and he's made it so well, it's beautiful. He just kind of got on with it and did it. You know, there was no citrus in it, so it went mouldy in the bucket. We're going to have to do an announcement on the channel or something and delete that video because the video isn't right. Yeah. So
there's still some on the trees, so...
Hopefully, if we get another pick and we can start again. But the champagne's been a write-off this year. So sorry about that, guys. Now, I don't mind the odd sip of the champagne. I wouldn't sit and drink a glassful or more than a glassful. But I will taste it when he's made it because it is delicious. So Devon Steve said, we got loads. The birds have had our red and white currants, so not to worry, we'll net them next year. Brilliant. A dozen ears of corn for $6. Now, how much would you generally pay for an ear of corn there?
It's not bad, is it? Because that was a dozen.
69 for K. Hi, love. Funny you should say that about the birds. There's one of the tables used to be in the greenhouse. It's moved onto the lawn at the moment, and Mr. Wallflowers is using it to saw wood when he can. And I watched a crow, and it was pulling the raspberries off and sitting on this table, munching away on the raspberry, flying back to the raspberry plants, pulling the raspberry off and leaving the core on the plants, and having a vegetable picnic, just helping itself to the raspberries. But the raspberries are looking really well now.
Yeah, we'll have to pick them as well. And the courgette as well.
Oh, the courgette looks lovely, doesn't it? One of the courgettes is about this big, really slender, but it's about this big, and that's the first courgette this year. £12 for a dozen sweet corn. $12. Wow. Wow. Ours are looking really good. The sweet corn plants are getting pretty tough.
Yeah, they're starting to...
Yeah, starting to shoot up, yeah.
It's just the weather now. We're getting so much rain and wind now. When we've had loads of sun and no rain. It's
The
nothing in
plants
between.
need the rain, though. I get that, but we could do with a bit of sunshine in
Something in
between.
between.
As Shelley says, my dad used to make lovely elderflower champagne. He let us have some as kids. We thought we were getting tipsy. We always had a bottle of champagne at Christmas, and we didn't matter how young the boys were. Well, we always gave them a little, a thimble, little tiny glass full of the champagne, and they thought the same. But we always gave them some at Christmas at the Christmas table. Heather's fighting the deer for the blackberries.
We seen a deer the other day on the road, didn't we? We don't normally get them around here, but they're becoming more common now, aren't they?
And I jumped out the side of the van, tried to cross the dual carriageway to try and take a photograph of it, but it's scarpered. Yeah, I would have loved a photograph of it.
Yeah.
Got a lemon tree and a chili on my balcony. Wow.
We were talking about the lemon tree the other day.
Yeah, we'd have to grow it inside, though. We wouldn't be able to grow one outside. We haven't got the temperatures. Hi, Abby. Are you on your daughter's PC?
No, it's Rhonda.
Oh, it's Rhonda. Hi,
Using the
Rhonda.
daughter's PC.
Hi, Abby, if you're there. Yeah. I suppose if it's in a good enough position, probably inside the house might be okay. But again, it's the temperatures in the winter, isn't it?
Yeah.
This Christmas, I'm sending the bell snickle up the road to Tessie's house. You have to tell us what a bell snickle is,
Bell's
Tim.
nickel.
We don't know what a bell's nickel is or a bell snickle. Oh, not pesky. I think they're beautiful, 69.
Yeah, they're becoming more common now,
They ate my okra. Where do you live, Heather, growing okra? I actually bought some okra from one of the food initiatives. And I asked a couple of my cousins because they've eaten quite a bit of okra, and they say it can be slimy. But ours didn't come out too well. It was very slimy, wasn't it? I shall go in your attic and steal some of your treasures. I think this is Sarah and Tim having a bit of banter, isn't it? Or better yet, Tim, I shall go in the basement where you have okra, great for thickening curries. Oh, right, okay.
That was in North Carolina.
Yeah. So have I ever come across that okra again? What else can you thicken with it, Devon Steve? Just curries, or is there a general thickener for other things as well? Yeah, Bridget. I think Bridget's saying she sees deers up on the cam, but you can't film them. I think as soon as they hear a noise, they just go. They're not soft, are they?
I think they just get scared.
So a bell snickle is a ornery character from Pennsylvania. Dutch folklore. If the kid is good, they get a treat. If they're bad, they get a smack.
What was that? Who was that called? They have it in Europe, something, and he's like the bad Santa, and he goes around. I can't remember what they call it.
They have the horns on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was called something else, wasn't it?
I've only ever used it in curries, but I suppose some sort of soup stew, it would do the same as a thickener. Very good.
Mary to batter and fry.
You'd be always eating it. I'm wondering if we can grow it in the UK. What does it need hot temperatures to grow?
Is it spicy? Is it?
So good fried. I don't think it is spicy. It's mind you, we didn't eat it, so we didn't taste it. But it was like finger size.
Yeah, I remember that. Sounds so good fried.
69 Bouquet blackberries are ripe soon. We get bags full round here in the sale.
In sale.
Where we can just go and pick them wild, and there's tons and tons and tons of them. I love blackberry picking. We make jam, we make cordial, we can make pies with them, we can just eat them fresh. I love it when the blackberries are here. Okra's quite bland, yet you have to add flavours to it. Yeah, we don't have enough growing season in Wyoming. So is that no, we can't grow them in the UK, Heather, or no, they don't need temperatures? So Rhonda's saying, has anyone tried shredding Irish Springs bar soap to deter deer? Well, we haven't had to do that yet because they're only just kind of coming into the urban setting. Is Belsnickel the gnome things in Christmas Chronicles? That's what you were saying, wasn't it?
Krampus.
Hi, Catherine.
Krampus.
And just to let you know, Andrew, we posted Jerry's gift out. Hope I'm not ruining it if Jerry's here. She hasn't said hi yet. But it's posted, so...
Should have it during the week.
It didn't work for me. We're jamming. Jamming. I hope you like jamming too. Well, I got my pan that I call me jam pan a couple of years ago. I'm itching to get it out, but we've still got plenty of jam, haven't we? Because there's just the two of us. We're not eating tons and tons of jam anymore. But what I will do is I'll make a load of jam tarts and take them up to the boys and start using up a bit of the backlog so I can make some more jam, because I really do enjoy making jam. I really do enjoy all the different flavours. When we used to sell plants and organic food and things. I was going to say in a different life, but you know what I mean, when we were in a different role. And we used to do food parcels and deliver them to people and that. We sold them, they weren't free. We used to buy organically made jams, and they were apple gauge. What are they called? Apple gauge, something like that. And lots of different flavours combined, like we say, rhubarb and strawberry, apple and blackcurrant, and lots of different flavours combined into different jams. And they'd always have those pretty bit of tartan material over the top, etc. And I want to start doing some of those.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Jerry. Ah, you were in the kitchen. I just hadn't seen your name come up, love, so I wondered. Ah, well, you know now anyway. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to ruin a surprise then when I saw your name. But yeah, they're on the way to you, love. Hope you enjoy them when you get them.
Coyote, your will repel the deer.
Wow.
If only we had coyotes.
Oh, Catherine. Shotgun detergent. Deterrent. Yeah. What does deer taste like? Have any of you tasted deer? Not that we get many lines either. Just comes in a tin called fruit porridge quote. We were watching the leak video and had to jump over. Yeah, I wanted it uploaded, so
we were waiting for it to upload for it.
It was there for afterwards, and it was taking a while, wasn't it? Our uploads have been taking a good while anyway, haven't they?
It's been really slow.
When we went out to tea with our son on Tuesday evening, I took the laptop in the van so I could take it off private and put it on publish. 3 hours it took for it to actually upload and process. It was a nightmare, wasn't it?
By the time we got back, we'd uploaded.
But we'd got home before it was uploaded. So deer is better than beef, Rhonda says. Because I kept saying to Mr. Wallflowers, now they're coming into the community. People eat roadkill, so long as it's fresh, etc. And I was saying, would you have the strength to drag a deer into the back of the van? And how would we process it if you did? I said, we'll have to start watching YouTube videos and see how to process it if we came across one. But I know there's different things. You can't eat an area where they've been shot, or obviously you have to make sure it's a clean animal and there's no infection, etc. But I'm of the belief that you should use the whole animal, and I really wouldn't know how to. Because it's not something we're familiar with. I wouldn't know how to use the whole animal. I think you should eat the innards. I think you should, if you're going to eat any part of an animal, you should bless the animal and eat the whole thing and use everything.
You can have a deer coat.
I've got a couple of deer coats, love. They might be second-hand, but I've got a couple. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Bridget, but yeah, it seems to be taking a while. Hi, Dolphin Bear. I have eaten deer. Backstrap tastes like slightly gamey beef. Devon Steve loves a bit of venison. So Catherine says, I'm missing all these comments. My brothers and grandpa, etc., always been in my life. It's great. We thin fry it. The loins and steaks, so good. We can it too. Oh, really good.
Might be another video soon.
We really have to scrum down and learn about that because we don't know a thing about them, do we?
Someone said they were full of fleas as soon as their coats are full of fleas.
Oh, Mary's saying back in the day we used to get deer made into sausage. It's pretty gamey. They eat sagebrush.
I'd probably eat it in the sausage.
You would, yeah. You'd eat anything in a sausage. Nose to tail, that's what I think, Jerry. You should eat as much as the animal as you can. I've never eaten elk, Mary, so I've no idea what elk's like. So Devon Steve says, I tried bison once. Got some from a local farmer at a market. It was also beautiful tasting. I know people have yak cheese and yak meat and different things. I've heard of that. Moose is delicious and a chili. Oh my God.
Alligator tail.
Bless the animal too. I was vegetarian 40 plus years. I'm back to that life.
That alligator tail one. Alligator tail is incredible.
I keep my deer in mason jars. So Dex says, yes, in the crock pot with cream of mushroom soup, an envelope of onion soup, mix, and a splash of white wine. There's a moose loose about this house. Haven't heard that for a while. My brothers make jerky venison and salmon venison. Yes, sausage mixed down with pork sausage. It's great. My dad used to catch rabbits, Tim. Yeah, I've had rabbit. I've had lots of rabbit. What do they have? Myxomatosis you've got to watch out for.
Wabbit stew.
Wabbit stew.
Don't know, Bridget. I haven't got a clue.
Why do you call a deer with what do you call a deer with no eyes? If it's a male deer, I always soak whatever I'm cooking in buttermilk to take the game taste out. Doe meat is wonderful. Backstrap, or as here we call it, the tenderloin, is amazing. Look, my mouth's watering. I've no idea. Because we're not big meat eaters. Well, I'll eat a lot more meat than you'll eat. You'll only really eat processed meat, won't you?
Sausage, bacon.
Yeah. Thing is, once we all get moved into 15-minute cities, meat like what we're talking about will just be a fantasy.
We'll have to eat the animals then.
Well, got to be creative, and if you do find an animal's come into the urban section, wherever, you've just got to grab that roadkill, clean it up, and take it home and feed your family with it, because you might need it. Might get you through the winter.
At least we don't have bears coming in.
I grew up cooking all wild game and being vegetarian. It drove my dad nuts. My brothers didn't care, more meat for them. What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? Now I know this one. And think you like because it won't come.
Still no idea.
Still no. Most of our deer eat apples, sweet corns, mostly farm fed. What else has been going on in the world then, Mr. Wallflowers, that we've been chatting about? We were talking about
the interest rate, wasn't it?
On the mortgage, yeah. So where are we at the moment?
We're on 5%, 4.5%.
No, we're on 5% now, aren't we?
No, I think it was 4.5.
No, I thought we went up to 5.
I don't know. I reckon it's going to be 6.8 by the end of the year.
6.8.
So that'll be another £200-ish on the mortgage. So it's going to get harder and harder to pay.
So that's within the next 4 or 5 months. It could be any time during that period. There's an extra £200 to be added to everyone's mortgage. You know, and the caps aren't going to last long that are on the fixed rates, and they're going to be stopped. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
So, yeah, we're going to have to eat whatever we can get our hands on, really, and fasten our belts as tightly as we can. I'm glad we managed to get the wood stove fire in, because we'll save a fortune on the heating over the winter. And it'll pay for itself within the first 2 years anyway, won't it? So, yeah.
I'm going to have to go and get some wood. And
have to forage as much wood as we can. We got a mini saw in the end. Ordered the first one, and it didn't come, so we've been ripped off by a Chinese company. When we've sent them a couple of emails, and when we went in to look to send them another email, they've changed the company name. So we definitely know it was a scammer's company. So Mr. Wallflowers, nearly a month ago, is it? Ordered, had to get one off Amazon. We've started chopping up the wood in the garden with that. But the reason we wanted a little saw was so if we go for a walk, we can actually chop some wood up whilst we're out and about and fill a tray and put it in the van.
Trunk back.
Yeah, I mean, our trunks are nothing like the trunks that we see, you know, on the American Homestead ones. We're literally talking about branches, you know, we're not talking about trunks. Somebody told me they use 12 face cords of wood a year. And it meant nothing to me, you know, that went completely over my head. And when I actually researched how much wood a face cord is, I was flabbergasted to think, oh my gosh, and she's actually using 12 of those for a winter. I thought, wow, how much wood are we going to have to store? But we're literally a very, very small house, you know, and we've just got one wood stove, so we don't need masses and masses, you know. One base cord do us the whole winter, wouldn't it?
Yeah, should do.
So we'd
Depends
have
how
to.
cold their winters are.
We have to look at trying to do a stock of at least one face cord to keep us going. But isn't it nice to have the terminology and know what to call it now, so we know it's a face cord?
Know what it is.
Yeah. Has anyone ever eaten a raccoon? What would a raccoon taste like? Dolphin bear, have you ever eaten a raccoon before? We weren't poaching, they are eating our garden, Devon. Hi, Debbie. Oklahoma. I was actually, what's Mary saying? I was actually craving it. After surgery, I became anemic. I fiddled it out finally. What was Mary craving?
Raccoon.
I went vegetarian when I had 3 mobiles and men living for free on them. Eating meat and potatoes, it's just happened. Got so sick this last decade, started the moringa powder. Yeah, we're still taking it. Yeah. I say, hoping not to be sick, hoping we're building up an immune system. Hoping it's working. I say we're not noticing any difference yet, but we're continuing with it. We've been stocking up on our lemons to make sure we don't run out. Get one of those heat-powered fans to push the warm air around. No electricity.
We were looking at them.
Yeah.
As soon as we put it on, it's roasting in the room.
Well, we've only got a small room. What would you say our measurements of the room are?
About 15 foot by 15.
15 by 15 foot, so it's not a lot of space to heat.
But it is warm anyway. It depends what it's like in the winter when it's cold. But they look good, them fans.
69 Fouquet's got a modern knife and a load of MREs. I don't know what the MREs are, but I'm imagining. What's Charlie saying? You don't want to see me in the t-shirt, do you? Of course we do. I'm not sure if Chaz is with us, but I'd like to ask Chaz permission to share the photograph.
Chaz sent us a picture with him.
He sent us an email and a photograph of him in it. And I'd love you to send us a photograph, and I'd love you to give consent for us to be able to share it. I'm not sure if Linda's with us, Linda Jacko.
I don't know whether she's got it yet.
Yeah, we've not heard that she's received it yet, but anyone who gets the t-shirts from the level 3 memberships, I'd love to see a photograph of people in it. I don't think Mother Wolf's with us either. We still haven't received Mother Wolf's mailing address or what size she'd like. And we'd really love to gift her a t-shirt. But yeah, every level 3 member gets a Wallflowers t-shirt as a gift, as a free gift. So yes, Charlie, we would like to see you in it, and we'd like to brag to everyone else and show how good you look in it. We reserve bragging rights, but only if you give us permission. Oh, that's lovely. Bridget said, we're all electric here. Silver Dream Machines, love. Catherine's saying the moringa powder brought my nail beds back to colour. I realised about a week ago that we're almost 6 weeks. I've been eliminating meat. My guts have decreased. I've a week.
I'm not getting up in pain.
Oh, lovely. Well done. That's fabulous, Catherine. I'm so happy to hear that. That's lovely.
We must have been doing about 4 weeks now.
Well, Catherine started the same time that we just announced we were taking it, so it must be nearly 6 weeks then. Because Catherine came back on at the same time we were taking it. But she'd had it previously, and she had it stored in a cupboard in the kitchen. She said, well, I'm going to start taking it again then.
Yeah, we don't know second.
That's what happened, wasn't it, Catherine? I believe.
Yeah, I think the first one lasted 4 weeks, and then we've just bought the other one.
It's been, Catherine says, it's been the worst decade of my life since the lemon tree. Now I've thrown. Oh. Hope you. Well, you just said you're feeling better, so that's good news. Shelley's saying, I take Dear Mattress Earth food grade in orange juice daily. Anyone else? I have heard of it. But no, we've not taken it. I know it's meant to be really health beneficial. How are you feeling on that, Shelley? And what kind of differences do you feel it's making to you? Am I pronouncing it right? Diamattress? Something like that.
Yeah, it was. It was an American company that shipped to China.
Yeah, it went to Shanghai. Yeah.
Then they said it arrived in Britain, and then.
Charlie, I'll break the camera. No, you won't. I looked for you on Facebook and I saw your picture. You're a handsome chap. You're not going to break the camera, love. Blimmin' heck. If we can sit here like this on it, I'm sure you can. Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you, hon. Yeah. I went vegetarian myself, Catherine, for a couple of years. And it coincided when I opened my cafe. And I was serving sausage, bacon, things that I really enjoyed, chicken and lots of other things, tuna and all kinds of stuff. And I stuck to it for 2 years. I was pescatarian, vegetarian. I ate a little bit of fish. I didn't touch the bacon, didn't touch the sausage, completely laid off all the stuff. And I was fine for a good while, good 18 months. I was okay. And then I started to feel weak. And then I just started eating meat again. And for my body, meat is good for me. I need the iron. I eat leafy green vegetables. I eat all that and was eating that at the time. But my body requires meat and I'm happy to eat it. I have no issue if people come for a meal, providing, a vegan meal, a vegetarian meal, pescatarian meal. I have no issues with any of that. But I personally enjoy eating meat. Yeah. Oh, so your body is dependent upon it then. See, that's the issue, isn't it? If you don't take it and you have to take it, I'd question that. So Devon Steve said, Mary Evie, we sign up for different types, fixed rate for a few years, then back to variable rate. I'm in Upton, around 9% now. I'm up to about 9% now. Mine has doubled over the last year. Wow. Well, ours has tripled, hasn't it?
Which?
What we pay on our mortgage. Ours has over tripled.
Yeah.
I got grey hair now with the beers. All the better. Silver surfers. I've got grey hair under all this dye. Mr. Wallflowers has got
I've been
painting
painting
his hair.
I've been painting the ceiling.
6 months ago.
I have to paint it every couple of days. It just keeps getting on me head.
Sardines and tuna and tin fruit and rice. Sod my MR. I like pilchards. Not many people do, but I like pilchards and sardines. I really enjoy them. You know, people might think, but pilchards and rice, I love it.
We didn't even have enough sausages and bacon when we had the cafe, though. Cooking it all day.
All day, every day. Yeah.
And then bringing the leftovers home and eating that all the time.
I was making casseroles and all kinds with the leftovers, and he was like, no, let's give it a rest for a while now. Because I wasn't eating it, it was twice as much left for him to eat.
Kids weren't bothered. Kids were
Yeah, they'll eat until the cows come home, won't they?
Yeah, the power was capped today again, wasn't it?
Oh, capped again. Oh, yeah. It's gone lower though, the cap, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What happens?
I don't know, they just... What is it?
What's the numbers?
2,000, I think. Back to where it was.
Yeah, what?
From 3,000 something, wasn't it? But that's only because no one's using it at the minute. When it comes to like October and they look at it again, they'll put it back up again because they know everyone's going to use it. So everything's coming down, so they say, but they're still putting the interest rates up every month.
Yeah, it's only the cap that's come down, though. You know, the rate of the usage and how much you use is not coming down because that's your personal usage.
No, that's the cap. What... Yeah, you can still use more than that. But...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our internet was cut off for no reason on Thursday. Well, that's a bit strange, isn't it, Bridge? Were they working outside or was somebody working on the cables or something? So when you have sardines and pilchards, I'm not sure if pilchard is pilchard is the bigger one or sardine is the small one. They're basically the same fish, but one's a larger size than the other. I'm not sure if it's sardine smaller than the pilchard. I think they're both the basic same fish. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Hi, Jane B. Lovely to see you. I made my final house payment a couple of months ago. That's good. Fabulous, Rhonda. Well done. My friend Carol makes her final payment this week. That's her house paid for, and that's her final payments, and I'm so happy for her. It's wonderful. She needs it, you know. So she's paying £500 at the moment, well, up until this week. To have that stretch across the monthly basis for her, I'll be a godsend. So yeah, I'm so happy for her.
Nice to live rent free, mortgage free.
Oh, it'd be lovely. Yeah. So Bridget said, nobody around that I could see when I took the dogs out. Strange. I know, wasn't there a rumour that France's internet was stopped because of the riots and stuff?
They turn the internet off. That's it. That's the first thing that'll go when things start happening.
The connection of us all talking to each other. I don't have no idea why.
I don't think they'd have invented the internet if they'd have thought ahead and seen like
what we
everyone would get together on it. I think they thought it was just going to be another tool that they could brainwash us with. And...
Well, we had a conversation with Oscar, didn't we, about the internet whilst he was here. We had so many strange and bizarre conversations. And I was telling him about the Egyptians engravings in the walls and how some of them look like laptops and looks like they wear watches, and they're not they're called hieroglyphs. Yeah. He said, "What do you mean, Mum?" So we got some images up on the laptop, and I said, "Well, doesn't that look like a laptop to you?" I said, "It even looks like it's got the holes where the wires would go in there." I said, "And why is that etched into Egyptian hieroglyphs and that. And he sat there pondering and looking at it. He said, Mum, that's so bizarre. I said, well, you've heard this saying, there's nothing new under the sun. And he laughs at me and his dad, because we look at the alternative history, etc. He was saying, that's crazy, Mum. He said, that's crazy. He said, how do you know someone hasn't doctored the image? I said, because there's so many images of it. I said, it's on what you'd class mainstream pages like the Wikipedia and all of those things. He said, but that doesn't mean it hasn't been doctored, does it? I said, well, no. I said, you have to use your own thoughts and your own thought process. I said, but yeah, they look like laptops. I said, and they've got portholes in them. I said, so saying nothing new under the sun is probably true. Have we had all these inventions before? Me on a tangent again. You never get younger, just older. I used to be a clockwork, now I'm a digital. Nothing better than a bit of maturity.
My father-in-law used to go deep sea fishing up the Arctic. Troll for halibut.
Thank you, Yvette.
We sell a lot of halibut. It's quite dear, but we do a lot of halibut.
In your fish deliveries? Yeah. Would you eat halibut?
I think it'd be too fishy. I don't like anything that's too fishy.
I can't think of if I've tasted halibut.
I don't think I've had it, but it just looks really meaty. And yeah, we do a lot of turbot as well.
Oh, JB, that's wonderful news. That's wonderful news.
Very good.
JB's biopsy, 4 biopsies are all benign. Wonderful, love. Wonderful.
Oscar is the spit of you.
I always say he looks like a young Elvis Presley. Yeah, I've always said it. And when he has his hair quiffed, other people outside when I'm not with him comment, you look like Elvis. I've always said it. Yeah.
I bet it was such a worry, that one.
Yeah, it would have been terrifying. Yeah. So happy for you, JB and JB. Yeah, that's great news. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice to be in the clear. Well, I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go for my white blood cell count and have the second blood test. It was supposed to be 6 weeks after the first one I had. So I'm sat here the morning I was supposed to be getting ready to go for my appointment, wasn't I? And I received a message from Mr. Wallflowers while he's out at work. Good luck with your blood test today. What time have you got to be there? It's at 11 o'clock. So I messaged back, I don't have to be there till 12. Everything's okay. I'm just having a coffee and lounge, and then I'll go and get showered and ready to go. So I thought, I'll just take a look at the message and just check. I checked, and it said I had to be there for 10 o'clock for the appointment. At this point, it's 20 past 10. I'd already missed it. So I had to phone them and say, I'm so sorry. I got the timing wrong. I thought I wasn't coming in till 12 o'clock. So they've had to reschedule me. So my appointment now is the middle of this month, isn't it? Is it the 11th?
Yeah.
So I'll go for my white blood cell tests again then. So fingers crossed everything's okay.
Fingers crossed you remember what time.
Yeah. Stay with me, brain. And how's it now? Charlie, is everything okay? Charlie's had cancer removed from his nose. Yeah. Could have been worse.
It's just horrible getting older, isn't it?
Oh, Court Place off Chelsea Beach. Mm-hmm. Good to hear that, Charlie. Yeah, Jane B, it's I've just tried to keep putting it to the back of my mind, not think about it. I did a feces check, the way that they make you send a sample back to them and that, and I've not heard anything from that. And I think we're about 3 weeks since then, aren't we? So fingers crossed everything's okay. But we'll see. I'm not worrying about it. I've got too much to do, too much to keep me busy. I don't know what med beds are, Devon Steve. I can't wait for these med beds to get in circulation. Apparently, there is a patent for them.
Oh, that's right. You take your samples to the biolab and then you replicate it.
God.
Dolly the sheep.
Mary Ann the workhorse. Hi, Mary Beth.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Another Mary with us. We must have about 5 or 6 Marys with us now. The more Marys, the better.
I think they made a robot.
Thank you.
There might be another Charlie running around somewhere.
Yeah. It makes you laugh when they're saying about these robots and all that, replacing us. What Elon Musk's girlfriend is meant to be a robot, isn't she, or something within his home? And we keep seeing these sci-fi movies, where single men don't go out and populate and, have a human wife or, have children with and all that. And these
it's getting scary, all this AI
dystopian
stuff,
things, men watching porn and then having a robot for a partner in the home, etc. It's the reproduction.
Just men. It can be a woman as well.
Well, all women. I get you.
Just people.
Yeah, but it's most these dystopian ones, films that we've seen, though, are normally from the male perspective, aren't they? I think they made... I have kept Mary Ann in positive thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, love. Yeah. All the people being put off having children, bringing children into this world or whatever. And I keep saying, I've said it for quite a few years, if you're in a relationship, barefoot and pregnant, and it sounds strange, a woman saying it, but we need to keep the population going. Thank you, Marge. Thank you so much, love.
Everything's so artificial now. The meat's getting grown in labs. All this AI.
Can I ask everyone to click the thumbs up for me, please? All these likes will actually give us the algorithm.
Magic Armoris.
Magic Armoris, yeah.
Silver Froggy.
Be great if you could give us a thumbs up, guys. It helps us a lot. Shelley's saying, HV people. Oh, I've heard about... I've
heard about the new NHS system. I'm waiting for the second.
Cochlear. Those hospital have to bid on doing my op. God, how bizarre is that?
I haven't even heard of the new NHS.
I've not heard of a new HS system, Shelley. Wow.
You'd think they would. That's
Gaz's membership picture, folks. I was trying to work out what it was. It's the pea pods.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the pea pods. I just vaguely saw what it was. Did the thumbs up. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks, you, Mary Beth. Yeah, has everyone done the thumbs up just like Mary Beth did? She's a pride and joy, a good example. Mary, I always smash the like on the way in so I don't forget. Thank you so much, Mary.
Sometimes like you'll watch a video and you just don't even think
I can forget myself doing it, yeah, because you're that eager to watch what's going on. I say a guy we follow called What the Flock. Paul, his name is, and sometimes I can sit there and watch the whole hour or whatever, and then I think, oh sugar, I haven't clicked like, and go back and have to click the like. A super thumbs up, thank you, reminded me. You're welcome, love, thank you so much. So what's everyone been up to? What's been going on in the world that we haven't been discussing? What's all the rage?
We haven't seen much of them fires in Canada. We've been hearing a little bits about it, but it's supposed to be bad.
What's caused them? I don't know anything
it's just
about
the forest fires normally becoming
the heat and the temperatures and that.
But like it's affecting a lot of American, and it said it affected over here the other day. Said they were picking up the smoke in, I think it was somewhere in Scotland, from the Canadian wildfires.
So when we saw them last year, where was that? Was that California, or where did we see them last summer? And they couldn't put them out.
Yeah, I think that was California.
It was a California, and they were saying there was no way they could put them out. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching videos and I'm thinking, why can't you put them out? Why can't you send the helicopters? Why can't you get to them and put them out? Well, what's going on here? Can't find Mr. Thumb.
The infected blood inquiry should be out in a few weeks.
Oh, what's that YouTube symbol, Gaz?
They done it with the HIV, didn't they?
I'm just going to empty this cup. What was that?
They infected a lot of people with the infected blood, didn't they?
Oh, well, we thought that was premeditated, though.
Yeah. It was all done by design, wasn't it? And is that part of that, Bridget? Is that part of the infected blood inquiry, the HIV stuff? Or is there something different?
I'd actually allowed half a cup of coffee to go cold and hadn't drunk it. I had to empty my cup. How come you've only given me half a flask?
You must have had one. I fill that up to the top.
Like half a cup of tea, half a flask of coffee. Oh, it'll last me 2 minutes. It's only a little diddy flask as it is.
You don't know you're drinking it.
Don't know you're born. So what for Miss? What's happening with the infected bloods?
No, she hasn't come back yet. She must be tight.
Yeah, Mary's agreed with me. The more Mary's, the better. I'm had 5 minutes with the cats.
Gaz's thumb's not working.
Why is your thumb not working? Thumbs up, Morris. You just click the thumbs up. You won't let me click it. Can't click your own.
Do it on the way out.
Yeah.
78.
See, there's loads of them going on. What was the one Paul was telling us about in Redcar?
Well, that's thalidomide.
There was supposed to be loads for different testing on that.
And he still hasn't been paid out.
He's thalidomide in his left hand, just the left hand, no other part of his body, but that's enough. And he's coming up to 60 this year, and he's never received any compensation, and it's totally accepted.
That it isn't thalidomide with him.
But it is, it's obvious.
Even though his mum took the drug.
His mum took the drug during pregnancy, and his hand came out, thalidomide. You know, he's totally able-bodied. He drives a car. He's had splendid careers. he's really alert, you know, everything. But he's had to suffer having this hand, you know. He's a character within himself. But he's never received any compensation for what was done to his mother. Yeah, it's crazy.
And who knows what's going to happen in the future with all these people that have had the jabs? When
What's going to
babies
happen
come out,
yeah,
years down the line or whatever, they'll never tell us the truth, and they'll never own up to it.
It was supposed to be, but it was different areas that dealt with it. Paid out in different sections, but apparently the area in Redcar have not paid out. How do you describe where Redcar is?
It's like the northeast of England, Newcastle up that way. They still argue and still say that it wasn't that, and
and how do you prove it? How do you prove it against them saying it in a legal court? Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, love.
Oh, Jerry's in Redcar.
You're in Red. So, do you know about the thalidomide situation? I believe there's court cases supposed to be going through. Maybe
I don't think it's just Redcar. I think it's just different ones. I think you just try and have a cut off or something, and if you're not that much infected, that you don't qualify. Or
I know, but how much is a little bit infected?
That's what they do.
Just because it's your right hand, not the whole of your body, is that just a little bit? Do we not need two fully functioning hands?
That's what they do, don't they? They draw a line. And
you know, when I used to do the accident insurance many moons ago, you know, if a solicitor had an injury on a bicycle because of a raised pavement and he couldn't go skiing that year and the family holiday fell through going skiing, the rate of the compensation just because he couldn't go on his holiday would fly high. How dare you say that someone who has a physical issue, born with it, has to have it till the day they die, is just a little bit. But yet the solicitor can't go skiing this one summer and he's entitled to £50,000. It's crazy. So Devon Steve said, my mum had me in 1960. She says she was lucky she did not suffer from morning sickness. She knew some that did and were prescribed thalidomide. It's terrible. Terrible.
That's it, and he didn't own up to it. Same with the...
Me too, Jane B. Me too. As I say, he's quite fortunate. He is totally able-bodied, but there will be things that he cannot do with the hands that he may have done with a full-size hand, you know. I see him as a friend. I don't see him having to dress himself with that hand. I don't see him having to pick his nose or whatever, you know what I mean? But, you know, as an outsider looking in, it's very noticeable, his hand. It will not be able to do certain things with it that you could probably do with a full-size hand. But the guy pushes himself, you know, he will drive, he will do everything that he needs to do. But there will be things that he can't do. You know, there will be. Same with Tainted Blood. We have payments for support, but still putting people through the hoops to get support, let alone the full payments. Can't get insurance or anything. It's disgusting.
They'll do anything. Same with the asbestos and the asbestosis and things that you got to go through to claim any money from them.
No, we know that, and half it's privatised bridge as well, you know. Like R1 here is not just NHS, it's NHS Virgin Care. So
there's that many branches of NHS.
Yeah, owned by private companies. Who you telling to shush? 69 for Gay.
He put an NHS as brilliant, but if they ordered it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get you.
So you live in Redcar, Jerry, do you? Paul's dad owns the butchers in Redcar, and it's been going for years.
Yeah, I can't remember what the butchers is called. Somebody Thomas.
Oh yeah, Mask, because we sent the seeds to Mask.
Oh yeah.
So that's by Redcar, is it?
He has a long-standing butchers there, his dad, and it's been going a long time. Very reputable, by all accounts, what we hear. Where is Caramel? I've not seen Caramel.
Oh, I'm just seeing say hi.
Oh, must have missed you, love. Hi, Caramel. Lovely to see you. Crawford commented on Caramel. He said, wasn't that a lovely name, Caramel Dimples, when he was playing the quiz?
She's probably been revising.
I think it was because you beat him to the fireman. Sam questioned, he wasn't too happy, but he liked your name.
She's been revising for the quiz tomorrow. That's why she's late.
Is that what she said? I bought a new computer today. This is it working well. So many updates for Windows these days. Took me half a day to put the updates in. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you treated yourself to something good for a change, Charlie. Nice one. And have you got everything built into it that you need, honey?
Fancy an ice cream. Oh, I've got an ice cream.
Oh, yours hasn't got all the gubbins as Oscar had, though. Oh. He didn't put all the caramel and all the different bits in. He just made the ice cream with some jam in for you. That was Dad's one, and Oscar had all the fancy works on his one. Who said fancy? You just dropped that all over me. Who said fancy an ice cream? 69. But it worked. That was made from the whipping cream.
Yeah. You have to do the video and show everyone.
What video?
You have to do a video and show everyone.
Yeah. Well, he spent ages pouring it all the way, doing it all nicely, all the way around the outside. He done crushed biscuit in, caramels, bits of...
didn't I get crushed biscuit?
No. He had sliced up grapes, sliced up strawberries, crushed biscuits.
And what did I get?
You got a blob of jam on the side there and a blob of jam on top. That was Dad's. He'll have that tomorrow. This is mine. He spent 20 minutes doing this. So Bridget's saying, I have haemophilia and was given Tainted factor 9 for a bleed. I am lucky not to have been given AIDS by the NHS. It's crazy, Bridget. Absolutely crazy. And can you claim? Can you do anything? Have you attempted?
The amount of people that were given AIDS and HIV.
It's terrifying.
And then they denied it.
It's terrifying. You know, if something happens, if I had another heart attack or I had an asthma attack or something bad happens, you've got no choice where you go, what you do. You know what I mean? But if you can prevent going anywhere near them, because there are so many mistakes and so many errors.
But what you do now, if you need a blood transfusion, and are you going to get people that are being jabbed blood? Can you say, I don't want anyone that's being jabbed? Well, that's it. It's just...
You don't want jabbed blood, do you?
No.
Unless you're jabbed. And then you don't want unjabbed blood.
But would they tell you if it was jabbed or unjabbed, or do they know?
Caramel says, McDonald's McFlurry, look out, there's a new Sunday maker in town. So Catherine's saying, look how Fouquet, I came in late as I had frozen Maine huckleberries. They're so delicious, the aroma is off the chart. I cooked, boiled, strained, now cooling down, adding cream and sugar. I don't even know what huckleberries taste like. And
Huckleberry Finn.
my mouth's watering.
What a cartoon that was.
Huckleberry Finn.
Cases with the ongoing inquiry. Yeah.
I mean, money will help your situation, Bridget, but it doesn't bring back where you were, does it? It's crazy. It make life easier for you, but
That's it. And then sue them after it.
I used to hate making sorbet when I was at work. Took ages whisking all those white eggs. Egg whites. Huckleberries like a blueberry. Thanks, Marge.
So it's a huckleberry plant, is it?
Must be like a blueberry plant. So there's so much health-wise going on in the world, and people are living with so many problems and so many illnesses that aren't their fault, aren't natural, are imposed on them through mistakes, supposed mistakes, implanted, experimentation, trial and error. It's ridiculous. Just experiment with pregnant women, just experiment with anyone, just give people this in hospital. So 69 Fouquet saying, a cleaner at the quacks I go to won 801 on the postcode lottery. She still cleans, but bought an air fryer.
That's easy, K, is it?
Oh, blimey. Good, yeah. Why should she pack up work? That's her independence. That gets her out the house and doing things.
Yeah, it's still work. If you want multi-millions, I don't know, but
yeah, go on adventures and stuff then, wouldn't you? It depends how old she is as well. I mean, if you had to pay everything and just live day to day and had some adventures, how long would 80k last you? I know it's an awful lot of money, don't get me wrong.
And if we want 80k, I'd want to pay most of the mortgage off.
You'd still have to work for a while. And at that increase of 6.5, how much would that actually take off?
So you just, any new medicine that comes out, you've got to be wary of everything, haven't you? They'll tell you how good it is for you. You just got to weigh up the pros and cons yourself.
Yeah, but how do you weigh up the pros and cons of a new thing that comes out? Yeah. It's like we try anything. It's like food, really, we're experimenting by
as soon as that vaccine came out, it was like, no.
Yeah, straight away.
No way we're taking that. And the more they were on the telly pushing it, the more it was pushing us away from it, wasn't it?
Well, that's it. If something's advertised on TV, on an advert, or whether it's food, medical, whatever, that's the stuff not to touch. If they've got to advertise it on TV, don't touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fizzy Cokes, crisps, whatever it is. If it's on TV, food, whatever, medical, don't touch it. That's my mindset. That's how I think. You know what I mean?
That's it. That vaccine came out within a few weeks or months, when it takes like 7 or 8 years to test the vaccine. and they were saying how safe it is and how great it is, and they didn't have a clue. And you could see that when
it was supposed to have just been done. Well, it is like this submarine thing that's just gone on, isn't it? You know, all of this, and the bodies were missing, and it was supposed to be looking for them. Within 2 days, they made a Netflix movie about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're still looking for a body, and you're still doing this, that, and the other, how have you made a Netflix program about it within 2 days of it happening? Something untoward.
All the whales are siege.
Who's giving us money away 69?
The one that won the money on the postcode lottery.
Who? That was a woman. That was a cleaner. Charlie knew.
No, that was 69.
Oh, yeah. It was all under wraps since the mid-90s, but was discovered in 65, 67. It's crazy, isn't it?
There's not much that they're not telling us. And you'd never tell us.
It's the confusion, isn't it?
But we know. We'll make it our own.
We build our own story.
Yeah, if they don't tell us, we'll make it up.
Call me maybe.
No, we don't gamble.
No.
Don't do the lottery.
Don't do the Grand National. Don't do the lottery. Don't do anything gamble-wise. No. Just get what we need.
It's mad, all these people that go for the lottery and are putting pound after pound every day, day after day, and scratch cards. And
you go into a shop and there'll be people buying £10, £15 worth of different scratch cards,
and
£2 ones, and this.
The Euro lottery. We used to do when it was £1 once a week, didn't we? When
years and years ago. Yeah.
And £1 a week was nothing, was it?
The lottery.
Yeah. Now, then it went up to £2. I don't know, what is it, £2 or £3 now? And it's on nearly every other day, isn't it?
It's crazy. The laws of averages.
And people who've got no money are queuing up in the shop to buy it.
You've got no money, but I'll spend £10, £15 on the lottery. That's desperation tactics for you, though. That's, you know, targeted, isn't it? It is, Rhonda. It's a big enough gamble going out in the world these days. Honestly. Well, we were actually meant to be doing a car boot tomorrow morning. And it would have cost us £10 for the pitch for the van. Or if you had a car, it would have been £5. Well, Carol is doing something else tomorrow, so she's not here for me to do one with her. So it would have cost £10 for our van. And we're predicted rain, aren't we, for tomorrow? And windy weather, etc. So we decided not to waste the £10 on the site because we probably wouldn't recoup that in sales at the car boot. It's literally only across the road.
And it's just standing out in the rain and the wind anyway.
That's it. No, would the footfall be there? Would people come in the rain? So before going it, if everything changes and the weather is okay, we'll work in the garden, won't we? But if not, there's enough to be getting on within the house to do, isn't there, for the weekends?
I'll see you later, Charlie.
Is Charlie going? Good night, Charlie. We'll speak to you tomorrow, love. Are you coming in for the quiz?
He's going off to revise, he said.
Hey, we'll have to work out what tomorrow's prize is. Well, it's lovely everyone saying good night to him as well. Night, Charlie, love.
Good night. Yep, you'll be there.
What time is the quiz tomorrow?
9.
It'll be 9 UK time, Tessie. Are you coming along, love?
4 in the afternoon for you.
Is it about 4 o'clock? Just double check that, Tessie, because we have been known to get it wrong before, but
Yeah,
it'll be
it'll
be 9 o'clock UK time. Is everyone coming? Thanks, Tessie. We'll speak to you tomorrow as well. Is everyone coming along for the quiz tomorrow? I say I've not decided what the prize will be yet.
It might be that ice cream.
Andrew won last Sunday, and he actually gifted it to his friend Jerry that he knows in real life, and Jerry's here with us, so she should receive that in the next couple of days, hopefully. You can't send an ice cream through the post.
We'll wrap it up, put it in some bubble wrap, put it in the post. You have to put it in the freezer as soon as you get it.
Oh, brilliant, Rhonda. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to remember. Oh, brilliant, Yvette. Eyes on the prize. 69 knows it. Oh, yes. Steph and Steve's looking forward to it. Who's going to be tomorrow's winner? Send a stamp to... What time? Send a stamp to addressed envelope. Bridget Stewart. Oh, Bridget Stewart, another win. Remember, no flowers for Bridget. She's only, it's all flagged, isn't it? Oh, yeah. She was laughing at me. She said, I won the gypsophilia, I won the flowers. She said, I'm not even into growing. Dry ice would be good. Oh, brilliant, Marge. I hope you do, love. If I'm back in time for my goddaughter's birthday, I'll be there. Gonna have to do some last minute cramming. Oh, she goddaughter's birthday. Oh, that's lovely.
Happy birthday.
How old's she gonna be, love? Yeah, Catherine, you wouldn't miss it, love. We have a giggle, don't we?
Jerry.
Oh, yeah. She wants it. You'll have to give your gift to Andrew if you win, love.
Sure, Andrew will be amazing.
Oh, how cute's that? 7. Oh, that'll be lovely. Pretty princess.
It looks like everyone wants the ice cream now.
Well, they're not having the ice cream. I'm not sending ice cream through the post.
We've got bubble wrap there.
No. It'll be off by the time it gets there, second class.
Oh, we'll send the first class.
Oh, Big Licks. Big Licks is paying for first class. And what if it goes all the way to America and takes a week to get there? Catherine might win it. Another 4 months on the twins will be 2. Oh, that's lovely, that. Are they your niece and nephew, Bridget? It will be a milkshake.
There you go. If it's not ice cream, it can be a milkshake.
Oh, Andrew's hot on the ball. He's revising now. He's looking to see what yesterday's video was. You're brushing up on the wallflowers questions.
And all the rhymes.
Yeah, they never know the answer. They're supposed to be all the wallflowers community. And every time I ask the wallflowers questions, hardly anyone knows the answers. We might give 5 points for the wallflowers questions and then go back to 1 point for the others. I think that might be a good one. Good night, 69. We'll speak to you tomorrow, love. See you soon. Our grandchildren. How many kids have you got, Bridget? We're going to have to go ourselves shortly. Could use the ice cream by the time it gets to Ohio for sourdough bread.
There you go. See? Everyone wants the ice cream.
They're not having the ice cream. I'm not doing that.
We've got bubble wrap.
It doesn't matter how much bubble wrap you've got. We're not sending cream through the post. Oh, brilliant. How old are they? We've had this conversation loads of times, but I'm sure you're the same age as me, aren't you, Bridge?
No, she's young, just young.
Just younger than me.
She was 72, she was born.
Ah, right.
A
Okay.
little bit young.
Just a tad. Oh, that's me out of coffee already. Can't believe it. Look at the drop I've got left in my flask. I'm having it though. No, I don't want some ice cream. Wow. Hey, you were at it young then, weren't you, love?
I know. Oh, were we late?
Only teasing, we were late, weren't we? We were 28, 29, weren't we, for our first? And then, what was I, 36 for the second? That was pretty late in the day. Oh, do you, love?
And they're still kids.
Marianne, you can drink coffee this late and then still go. Do you know I can? Yeah. I could sleep on a washing line, Yvette, honestly. I have 4 children, 4 grandchildren. Oh, that's lovely. I'm hoping to one day have some grandchildren.
Catherine's saying bubble wrap. Just bubble wrap.
Don't encourage him, Catherine. You know what he's like. Oh, 14 with Robbie and 16 with Mark. Bloody hell, you were young, love. Hey, it's a good job, though, yeah. Good on you. And now you've got the grandkiddies to make the most of. What's he about laughing at? Encouraging him with the bubble wrap. He'll be like that at me now tomorrow. They can have the ice cream, you know.
I better check we have got bubble wrap. I'm sure we have.
My ex-son's dad's family owned a cross-country trucking company. Coffee, day and night, sleep, no problem. Just like me, Catherine, no problem. Oh, so it was a good job you had them when you did them, wasn't it, love? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Meant to be, love. Absolutely meant to be. What flavours the ice cream?
Oh, Andrew, let me tell you. It'll be a big surprise when it comes through your letterbox.
Honestly,
it'll be alright. It'll all be in bubble wrap, and you just put that straight in the freezer, and then the day later you can get it out and just eat out the bubble wrap.
And on that note, right, so we'll get ready, and 5 points per wallflowers question tomorrow. It was meant to be, Bridget. Yeah, definitely. So as I say, we're going to close in a minute, and with the quiz tomorrow, I'll look and see what we've got for a really good prize tomorrow. There'll be 5 points per wallflowers questions.
The prize
not
is
ice cream. We'll have a jiggle round with whatever points that we're going to do for the other one. So if you're going to do some revision, do it on the channel.
The bubble wrap will taste better than the ice cream.
The delivery man will be in his van cursing and wondering what that smell is. Curdled ice cream. Right, we're going to have to go, guys. Thanks for the giggles. Thanks for your company. We'll speak to you all again tomorrow night.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care. Love you.
Ice cream coming soon.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.